Hello. How to make people say yes for anything and everything. This is also sort of like a manipulation guide for things, right? How to get your way when dealing with troublesome people, or how to get your way when dealing with new friends and new people, right? Now, when do people usually say no for things? Is it when they don't like you? Not necessarily. Is it when they have something else to do? Would she really reject you if you looked more like Brad Pitt? But yeah, is it really when they have something else to do? Is it really when they have other plans? It is simply when they don't see the value in it. And why don't they see the value in it should be the question. You could legit, like if I wanted to, I could legit ask a person to go like to a graveyard with me and I could convince them, right? And there's everything about, oh, you need to make it attractive, you need to make it look valuable. Yes, you do. But what if you've already done all that and they're still being stubborn, they're still not, you know, uh, affirming their, confirmation, right? What if they're still being a wuss about it? Well then, the main problem with it is the power dynamic. That's the main problem, right? And I'm going to teach you how you can change the power dynamic in any situation, right? In any situation. This can be done if you're talking with a person who is older to you, younger to you, anyone, right? Even on the same level as you. See, as far as my concern goes, right, as far as my experience goes, it works best with people who are on the same level as you. Why? Because when you're dealing with someone who's younger to you, right, they're already more likely to, fall into your, you know, manipulation, even without you trying to manipulate you, even without you trying to manipulate them, right? Because that's just how biology works. If I'm talking to someone younger to me, right, they're more likely to automatically listen to me. And if I'm talking to someone older to me, if they're like much older, then it becomes easy again because they love you. Like old people love everyone, right? But if it's someone younger, right, like if they're only like a few years older to you, they have that ego over you, right? They're gonna absolutely use that dominant position over you. So this works against them too, not against them, but like for them, right? So how do you change the power dynamic, right? Understand this is like the first step. Desperate Desperacy, I don't know if that's a word, but neediness, right? Neediness is the main key factor here, right? So you might think that being needy will actually you know repel them, right? Because nowadays that's the word going around that you shouldn't appear needy, and you shouldn't, right? You shouldn't, obviously. It's a correct piece of information, but you can use that piece of information to your advantage, right? And I'll give you an example of it, of like my entire thing, like how I convinced someone in like the last 1 minute of this video. Okay, so first you need to appear needy. Why? Because imagine I come up to you, I'm like, yo, you want this ice cream, right? And I'm not even appearing needy, I'm just like, yo, you want this ice cream? You'll think about it, right? And it'll be a normal thought process. However, if I came up to you, I'm like, yo, bro, you should try this ice cream. You absolutely need to try it. Like, just have it once, bro. Like, you love it. Just please try it for the love of God. It's gonna go two ways. Either you're gonna really wanna try it, or you're gonna get repelled, right? Now, again, now there's two ways. For example, if I'm asking a friend to go out to like a garden with me for a jog, right? If I go up to him like, yo, bro, like let's go to this garden, bro, like it's gonna be amazing, like just come with me. It's gonna take like 20 minutes. We're gonna jog for 20 minutes, right? We're gonna sweat it out. We're gonna get our steps in, right? We're gonna do something healthy, and then we're gonna be out. And I keep, you know, just talking about it. I just keep trying to convince him about that point, right? Either he's gonna be immediately like very enthusiastic, which if he is, you've already accomplished your mission. You don't need to watch this video anymore. Or however, he'll be kind of repelled, right? And he'll be like, no, I want to go do that. I want to do that. That. As soon as he does that, as soon as he goes, right, he leads you on. That's when the dominant position changes. That's when he's in the dominant position. When that happens, that's when you need to pull your trump card out, right? That is when you go like, oh. But the thing is that you really, really need to push with the desperate act. Because they truly need to feel it, right? That you're actually begging them. Only then will this work, right? And then you need to be like, okay, I mean, that's fine, bro. Like, you know what? I'm, gonna go to the gym right now, right? You must say something, right? You must divert your plan of action with something which is direct, something which is like important to you, right? So don't just be like, okay, bro, I'll just go home and I'll sleep. Say that, okay, I'm gonna go and I'm gonna do something else, right? I'm gonna go and I'm gonna read this book. I'm gonna go hit the gym then, bro, right? And be hesitant, be like, actually try to desert them, right? At that point, like, okay, I'm gonna go to the gym. That is when they go, wait, stop. When they do that, you're in, right? You need to like go back and forth a few more times, and by the third or fourth time, they themselves will be like, okay, fine, bro, let's go, but it's got to be quick. And once you're out there, the sky is your limit, right? So let me give you an actual example. I actually just did this today, right? So I was just leaving college, right, with a friend of mine, and I wanted to go to this garden with him, just to like chill, right? Because the garden has a different environment. We wrestle there a bit and we have fun, right? It's happy. It's a happy place, right? And this guy wanted to go home, right? And I was begging him like, just come, bro. Like, just stop. Like, what's like, stop being a wuss. Like, just come, just come. And it went on for like 15 minutes, right? And we entered like this medical shop. I'm like, bro, I'm gonna ask you this one last time, right? Are you coming or not? Because if you're not, I'm gonna go home. I'm gonna take the train home, right? And he's like, nah, bro, I don't feel like it. And I just open the door, and I just leave, right? And he doesn't even know where I'm going. He's like, oh, bro, the bus station's there. I'm like, nah, bro, I'm going home. I'm like, bro, just come to the garden, bro, just come, right? Like, if you're either gonna go to the garden or I'm gonna go home, right? That's what I tell him. And I start walking, and he's like, wait, right? And we keep talking, and he's like, bro, just come to the garden. Just come to the bus stop. I'm like, okay. I'm not gonna go to the bus stop, but why don't you want to go to the garden? What's your problem? And he's like, bro, I don't have time. And I bargain with him, okay, 20 minutes, you gotta be home in 40. So spend 20 here. As soon as it like gets to like 4:20, you can leave. And I walk off again saying, okay, you said no, I'm gonna go home, right? And I'm walking. I'm like, I guess like a good 15 to 20 feet away, and that's when I hear my name, Augusta. And I'm like, yo, what? Yes or no? Like, okay, fine, bro, let's go. And that's like how I did it. So it's all about, oh my god, it's all about like your it's all about the power dynamic, right? You mess with the power dynamic, you play with it. And this video is kind of long, so stay happy, stay smiling, and I'll see you in the next one.